Alright folks, let's go ahead and record another video. This is from problem 2 on the homework packet that is due on Friday, November 21st. This is a problem that, I was hoping to get to in class, but just because it was a short day, didn't really have time for it, so I thought I'd make a video. So go ahead and let's focus in on this problem. Top of the page. Here we have it. Before we do anything, we need to rewrite this, as I discussed at the end of class briefly. We need to rewrite this in the form something like this: a cosine of b x minus c plus m. In other words, we need to get this x by itself. Right now there's a 2 here. We got to get rid of this 2 somehow and have just x by itself. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to say y equals 4 cosine. I'm going to factor out a 2. So 2x divided by 2 is just x, minus pi divided by 2 is pi over 2, plus 1. So the 1 came down, the 4 came down, the cosine came down, the 2 was factored out. So it was 2x divided by 2, which is just x, and pi divided by 2, which is pi over 2. Now, if I do the same code, it doesn't matter. Now I can complete map max and min. Let me just pause the video real quick. I think I need to grab something very quickly here. So let me. Alright, so we should be back on now. Sorry about that pause. So let's see what's going on here. So the midline is at y equals 1. Amplitude is always here is at 4. The period is 2 pi over b, and b in this case is 2. So the period is 2 pi over 2, which is pi. The maximum is from the belt up, so 5. The minimum is from the belt down. Belt up to the head, belt down to the shoes. We'll go ahead and draw the parent function right now. Let's go ahead and draw the parent function. So this is cosine, so it starts at 1, down, up, down, down, up, down. Let's go ahead and label this to 2 pi, pi, 3 pi over 2, pi over 2, negative 1, 1, negative pi over 2, negative pi, negative 3 pi over 2, negative 2 pi. Alrighty. Now in purple, going to take care of the multiplying by 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 0 times 4 is still 0. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. 0 times 0 is 0. 1 times 4 is 4. So coming down and up. Over here 0 is 0. Negative 1 is downstairs to negative 4. 0 is 0. 1 is up to 4. And we're coming down. There we have that. Now I'm going to take care of the plus 1. Go ahead and do this in green. Remember, the plus 1 is a shift up vertically by 1. The 4 was a vertical stretch, so multiplied the y-coordinates by 4. Now this is a vertical shift up, so I'm going to go ahead and add 1 to every y-coordinate. The 4 goes up to a 5. The 0 goes up to a 1. The negative 4 goes up to a negative 3. The 0 goes up to a 1. And the 4 goes up to a 5. So here we go. We're going to come down. Over here, the 0 comes up to a 1. The negative 4 comes up to a negative 3. The 0 comes up to a 1. The 4 comes up to a 5. And there we have it. Alright, now we need to take care of this 2. I'll take care of that in red. So the 2 is what? This is inside the parentheses, so it must be a horizontal transformation. Mr. Kurth has taught you so well. Horizontal transformations affect x values, and we do the opposite of what they say. So instead of multiplying by 2, we need to divide by 2. Again, if you want to only do the positive side, that's fine. 0 divided by 2, 0. Pi over 2 divided by 2 is pi over 4. Pi divided by 2 is pi over 2. 3 pi over 2 divided by 2 is 3 pi over 4. 2 pi divided by 2 is pi. And let me show some of that over here. So 3 pi over 2 divided by 2 is 3 pi over 2 times 1/2, so 3 pi over 4. I think the rest are pretty self-explanatory. So we come down here and up. So notice the red is compressed relative to the green. And now I just have one last step. We need to add pi over 2. How do I know to add? Because this is a horizontal transformation, so I do the opposite of what this says. Horizontal transformation, you do the opposite of what this says. Okay, take this very slowly, folks. You don't want to make a mistake here. We're on the red graph. This is currently at an x value of 0. 0 plus pi over 2 is pi over 2. This right now, if you remember, is at pi over 4. Pi over 4 plus pi over 2, you want to get a common denominator, so this is 4, this is 2, will be 3 pi over 4. So this point comes here, because remember, this is 3 pi over 4. The pi over 2 comes over here to pi. So far we're here. The 3 pi over 4, this point, remember, used to be on red. 3 pi over 4 plus pi over 2, call it a 4, call it a 2, is 5 pi over 4. That's a little bit bigger than pi, so right here. Come up here. And now this was at pi. Pi plus pi over 2 will give me 3 pi over 2. So this point needs to come up here to 3 pi over 2. And there we are. You just label now the minimum. So here's the minimum right here at what? Pi negative 3. Here's a maximum at pi over 2, comma 5, and at 3 pi over 2, comma 5. There you have it. So again, take it slowly, take it in steps, and this is exactly what we want to see.